Hey, hello dear students of the first year of middle school. With you now Professor Abdulrahman Ahmad from the Math Department. Welcome and welcome again with a new lesson from the lessons of the first year of middle school, second term. Our lesson today, we will talk about samples. Maybe you're asking yourself now about the meaning of a sample. Okay, you can pause the video and try to guess what we are mean by a sample. Okay, a sample is a small part of a population or a society. It means a collection or a set group of objects being studied. It is a small part, like here. We will pick up this one and this one and this one and this one randomly. Okay, so we have here sample, we have here population, and we have here a small part of it. We will call it sample. The concept of samples. A sample is a small part of a population, like we said, okay, or a society. Population, it means a society. So population, it means a collection or a set or group of objects being studied and is selected randomly. Samples are used for facilitating and collecting information about population. It is closer to the reality, and decisions can be taken in its light and generalizing them on the whole population. Like everything in the world, samples has ways to get. So we will study ways to get a sample. Now you have to study two ways to get a sample. First way, systematic sample, and second way, the random sample. Let's start with systematic sample. How to choose a systematic sample. We will learn the way to choose systematic sample by the example we will study after this remark. To choose a systematic sample from society, it must be distributed randomly. We have here example. If the number of pupils in a school is 600, how many pupils could be selected by 10% to get a systematic sample? To solve the example like that, students must be distributed randomly in a numbered list. It means selection shouldn't be from certain classes as excellent students classes, or selecting certain classes and neglecting others. Also, we select in a regular way the 10 students in each 10 student from the students list. It means we select the mark of the 10th, 20th, 30th students in the list. We have here a remark. If the society, the object of our study, is already divided into classes or groups, as the school is divided into classes for boys and others for girls, then we select a part of each group to represent the sample so that it can represent the society as a whole. Second way to select a sample is random sample. In random sample, every member of a population must have an equal chance of being selected. Members for the random sampling can be selected by two ways. First one, manual method, which is giving every member of the population a number. The second method, by using the scientific calculator, by using the random function on your calculator, by pressing successively Shift and the random function, which is denoted by ran. Let's try it. This button, Shift button, and then press this button, appears on the screen a rand function. Then press equal. It will give you random numbers. And if you continue to press equal, it will appear on your screen another random numbers. The following example will make you deeply understand the meaning of selecting a random sample. A factory has 300 workers. The people in charge of the monthly magazine of this factory want to develop this magazine by doing a survey of a sample representing 10% of the total number of the workers in this factory. Show how the selection of this sample can be carried out using the calculator. Okay. To solve this example, we need to determine 10% of the whole workers in this factory. Let's start. The number of workers in the factory equal 300 workers. So 10% of this number equal 10 over 100 times 300, which is equals 30 workers. So our sample will contain 30 workers, and our society here is all workers, which is 300. So we will pick up a 30 workers randomly from 300 workers. Then we want to select 30 workers to do the survey. The selection operation can be carried out as follows. Each worker in the factory is given a number from 1 to 300. Then we choose randomly. The second way, by using the calculator, we will select 30 numbers randomly by the random function by using your scientific calculator. Using the way or the method we mentioned before, such that these numbers are included between 0 and 301, and the number that is more than 300 should be neglected or ignored. Okay, let's start by pressing the keys Shift button and dot button and equal button successively. We will get a random numbers in this form, in the form of decimal. Okay, we have here some important notes. If we get the decimal like that, then the number of the selected person is, we will ignore this part of this number, 0 and dot. We will ignore 0 and dot, and the number will be 56. And if we get another number like this number, we will ignore this part, 0 and this dot and this 0. So our number will be 49. In our example here, assuming that the calculator gave us the shown numbers in the opposite table, then the workers who carry those numbers are selected sample to carry out this survey. So this table is our sample, and we are done here by this example. Okay, we have now a homework for you. Please solve the example at the page 37 in your booklet. Thank you guys. Good luck.